Hey cuties, this is Nikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Days of Our Lives edition. Today is Friday, yay, July the 29th, 2022. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8. It was solid. Yeah, it was solid. All right, let's go. So we see Ava and Gabi and they're still talking and Gabi tells Ava like I'm not going to hold you long on this review, guys. And she tells Ava, you know that you are going to be put out on the streets. At least by being Jake's wife, you'll have the Dimira shares and you'll have a nice little um fund of money coming into your account every single month or whatever, so that you can be able to afford, be able to live. And she was like, he is dead and you're sitting here talking shares. But anyways, I'm not gonna hold you long. She just was making sense to Ava, and so because Ava was like, "Well, what makes you think I won't go to EJ with this same deal?" And she said, "Because I will testify that this marriage is fake." And she says, "We don't have a license, we don't have anything." And Gabby says, "Money talks. I'll take care of all that." So that is what it is, y'all. So then we see Roman and Abe talking. So when Roman and Abe are speaking and everything, Abe tells Roman, "Listen, I think you should forgive Kate. Like, you don't really think Lucas was in danger with Sammy." And he says he kidnapped her and all that. And Abe was just like, "But Lucas wasn't gonna hurt Sammy or whatever." Now Lucas was wrong for kidnapping Sammy, but I get what Abe is saying. Like, at the end of the day, he loves her, so he wasn't gonna put her in danger or anything. But I also get what Roman said. I don't care about none of that y'all talking about. Oh my goodness, girl. That is my daughter, and he kidnapped my daughter, and she knew about it and didn't say a word. We're done. So then Paulina and Kate talk, and she tells her about Jake and how, she was like, he left me for Gabi and everything. She said, but there was still just something about him. And then she talks about Roman, and Paulina says she think Roman will give her a second chance and tell Kate don't give up. And Kate says, I don't know. She said, no, you can't give up. And so Paulina talked to Kate about Abe going for governor, and she said, well, he'll do a heck of a lot better than the current governor and everything. So y'all, I told you I'm not gonna hold you long. Let's move on. So then speaking to Paulina made Kate decide, I'm gonna go and talk to Roman, try to give it a shot. Baby, Roman told her, get out of here, I don't want to talk to you. And Abe told her, I told him he should give you another chance and he will forgive you, Kate, and everything. And she says, I don't know about that. And and Abe just says, keep your head up. So then Chanel, Johnny, and Allie, she is supposed to decide who she wants. And she tells Johnny, being with you is so great, but at the end of the day, and Allie said she would have never been with you if I had made up my mind about who I was. But so Chanel says, we had a great few months, Johnny, but Allie is it. And so she chooses Allie. And then Chanel and Allie end up in bed and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why I was disappointed that she chose Allie. I was like Paulina. I was rooting for Johnny because there is something about Allie's super sweet that is sickening to me. Like, that super sweet. I don't know what it is. I'm like, why you don't like this child, girl? It's her voice or something. Chanel, so I don't know. Oh, y'all, let's move on. Paulina told Johnny, I was rooting for you. Johnny said, I had to come and get a drink. I said, why is everybody in their mama's damn house? But anyway, so then we see EJ and Kristen and they're talking or whatever, and she tells him, I'm coming in, and I'm gonna live here. He said, no, you're not. And she said, yes, I am. And she told him, he tried to tell her, let's team up and take Gabi down. And she said, Gabi did me a favor. She got me basic, over basic black and everything. And so that's who I'm going with. And so then they say, she says, that's who I'm going with and everything. And EJ says, I'll keep you at basic black, and I'll get you and Rachel can both stay here, and assuming you'll win custody and everything. And Kristen says, nah, I got a good thing going with Gabi. I'm cool. And then Dr. Rolf comes to the front and he says, I'm assuming y'all haven't heard or whatever. And they said, well, heard about what? And they said, your dead brother. They were like, what are you talking about? And they said, Jake died. Baby, EJ said, I'll talk to y'all later. I'm finna go down to the hospital. And they said, dang, you already finna go get the man shares? And EJ said, yeah. And so Dr. Ruff talked to Kristen and he said, you not going? She said, I mean, Jake and I wasn't that close, and she don't care about his shares. She's not finna go running down to the hospital for his shares. And Rolf said, you should think about what your daddy would do. And so he cooked up some plan. And Kristen said, I don't know. You think it'll work? He said, we're going to find out. Come on, let's go. And so then we see Chad and Sonny talk, and Chad just tells Sonny that EJ kicked him out, and he said, but he did me a favor because it was just hard being in that house without Abigail anyway. So he did me a favor, and I'm not even mad at him about it. And so then we see that Sonny tells him, he's gonna live with Sonny or whatever. And Sonny tells him his brother is actually Alex is there, and he's gonna be coming to work for him. And he says, Chad tells Sonny, because Sonny doesn't want him to do it. And he says, I could understand why you wouldn't want him to do it, working with family and your brother and all that. And they just talk, they just continue to talk. And then Chad gets a phone call from Tony, and he tells them that they lost Jake, that Jake is gone. And he says, we weren't really close, he said, but he was close to Abigail, and now they're both gone. And so Sonny comforts Chad. So then EJ done made it to the hospital, child, and he's trying to get the next of kin to sign off. And they said, Kayla said, I thought Vivian would want to do that. He said, they don't want an ex-con. I don't think this hospital want that. But then Gabi comes up and she says, what is that paperwork? And she tells EJ, oh, the vultures are already swarming. And it really is a shame. This man died, and everybody just thinking about their position, jocking for position. Anyways, she said, what is that paperwork? And he said, next of kin paperwork or whatever. She said, shouldn't that be signed by his wife? And EJ said, what wife? And Kayla said, what wife? And she said, he got married this morning. And EJ said, excuse me? So then Ava's in there with Jake, and she tells Jake, I'll always love you. I'll never forget you. And I'll always remember this morning. And then Ava comes out and she says, yes, we got married this morning and everything. So Kayla says, we're going to go ahead and give you the paperwork to sign. And they said, okay. And so then once that happens, EJ is like, he tells Gabi, it's a little too, I'm going to be looking into this because it's a little too convenient for me. And she said, do your best. I said, Gabi, you better have all your I's dotted and T's crossed with this man. And then Kayla tells Ava, that's the medical team going to get Jake's body now, and you can worry about making, funeral arrangements. Baby, why is the medical team Kristen and Rolf, and they kidnapped Jake, and she said, Rolf, you better hope that time in prison didn't diminish your skills. I said, this is how Stefan gonna come back. Y'all gonna I don't know. Who knows with them? But y'all, that was Days of Our Lives today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, it's the weekend, guys, so be sure that you have a blessed weekend. I will see you Monday for a new month of soaps and a new week of soaps. Bye.